Now, I'm not one to talk about players when they're no longer on the Detroit Lions, but the Jeff Okudah trade is very intriguing to say the least because I have seen people try to hype this up like they got some type of steal. I saw Locked On Falcons like the Atlanta Falcons absolutely steal Jeff Okudah. Listen, Atlanta Falcons fans, we gave this man away. That's how bad he was. Listen, when it comes to Jeff Okudah, I'm going to hold nothing back. I have been told by Lions fans, other content creators, that Jeff Okudah, you had to give him 3 years. Well, we gave him 3 years. You couldn't slap the bust label on him. Now you can, and he is, okay? So the Lions were so ready to get rid of Jeff Okudah that according to Brad Spielberger from, I believe it is PFF, says per a league source, to facilitate the trade of cornerback Jeff Okudah to the Atlanta Falcons, the Lions agreed to pay $1.5 million of his salary. Falcons inherit a 1-year, $3.682 million deal for the former third overall pick with a 5th-year option of May 1st. That is the deadline. Listen, Jeff Okudah is terrible. It's terrible. A lot of people in the comment section are wishing him well. That's fantastic. We seem to get overly attached to these players, and I saw other people saying that we gave up on him too early. As I said in my video from when the trade happened, it's time to call a spade a spade. It's okay to call Jeff Okudah a bust. It was the worst thing that the former regime has done to this team was Jeff Okudah. We passed on Justin Herbert. Somebody also said in the comment section, why would we have known that Matthew Stafford was going to leave in 2020? Well, if you were watching the same team that I was watching, you could see it, that Matthew Stafford had to know that Matt Patricia was going to be fired because going into that year, Sheila Hemp gave them a ultimatum that they needed to be competitive. She sent an open letter to fans at the end of the 2019 season. We didn't believe it, but she backed it up. So Matthew Stafford had to know something was coming. But Jeff Okudah, and the rumors were totally true, that Bob Quinn wanted Jeff Okudah, Matt Patricia wanted Derek Brown, and they both got fired. So for all the Atlanta Falcons fans, now on the plus side, Jeff Okudah has immense potential. In his brief 3-year career, he's played 30 games. 30 games total, okay? You are getting a guy that probably won't even start, and he is the 3rd overall pick. 30 games, he had a total of 124 tackles, but 103 of them were actually solo. He had 2 interceptions in his career. And here's the thing that I'm trying to say when it comes to Jeff Okudah. It's very simple. As a 3rd overall pick, you have expectations, period. Aiden Hutchinson, expectations. The 6th overall pick, expectations. If you are drafted in the top 10 or in the 1st round, period, but the higher you are drafted, the higher your expectations. It is not his fault that he was drafted 3rd overall. It was not my fault that I was born in 1979. There are things you can't control. He was born, he was drafted 3rd overall. So he has expectations. That means that he was the 3rd best player, according to the NFL, in the 2020 NFL draft. I don't understand. So he was so bad. Jeff Okudah was so bad that we had to pay the Atlanta Falcons to take him away. Now, I will say this on the positive side for Jeff Okudah. He has time to turn his career around. He has time. Maybe he should switch to safety. A lot of us Lions fans were trying to get this guy to convert to safety, and Jeff Okudah could have been a dog at safety. I think he still could be a dog if he converts to safety. We've seen it happen before. So will Jeff Okudah live up to the 3rd overall pick? No, he will not. Can he turn his career? Can he undo that historic bust status? He cannot. But he can still salvage his career by switching to safety. Jeff Okudah needs to be put in the best position to win. But I thought we traded away a 3rd overall pick for a 5th round pick, and we had to pay them in order to take him away from us. Just think of how bad Jeff Okudah was. We still had another year. He still had another year on our team, but we didn't want anything to do with him to the extent of paying the Atlanta Falcons, not only taking a 5th-round pick, but paying the Atlanta Falcons $1.5 million of his salary to take him off, right away. So for me, that tells me everything I need to know when it comes to Jeff Okudah, just how bad he really was. So you can say what you want, Falcons fans. It doesn't matter. Jeff Okudah, man, the biggest bust probably in the last 10 years for the Detroit Lions. And that's just a fact. So let me know, Lions fans, in the comments below. And Atlanta Falcons fans, don't get the smoke now. I mean, I know when people come to your team, you want to hype things up. Us Lions fans, we're used to being at the bottom. We're used to not overhyping things. But if you come in this comment section trying to talk about Jeff Okudah, you are going to get destroyed. There's nothing you can say to tell me anything otherwise. So he was on my team. We know what we're talking about. But Lions fans, let me know in the comments below, man. How bad was Jeff Okudah? I'm glad that this is over. I really am, because now I was right. Jeff Okudah was a solidified bust. There's no doubt about it. He's going to join the multiple other busts that have been taken. He won't be the first. He wasn't the first, and he won't be the last. We got plenty more to come. So let me know in the comments below, Detroit Lions fans, how do you feel that we had to pay the Atlanta Falcons to take Jeff Okudah off our head? I'm just glad it was done, because finally we can put the nail in that coffin. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We got the live NFL draft coming in exactly 2 weeks, and you don't want to miss that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, and as always, go Lions.